Okay, everybody, we're here to tell you a story about why the news and the media might lie to you. And even if you Google it, you're going to find out that they're going to say that fireworks are illegal. Well, they just do that to deter you, and people need to wake up. I actually know the people that were involved with getting fireworks legalized and keeping it legalized. So, for the state of Illinois, it's not as illegal as they try to play it out to be. If you take a look up here, it says Illinois State Fire Marshal. Now, what fireworks are approved is what you're going to go for. The first thing you do is you come down here to approved and prohibited fireworks. And the problem is there's only like 3 states out there in the United States that have like restrictions or whatever against fireworks, and that has to do with a whole bunch of like old people and stuff that like to put laws and ban stuff, and I guess the old people just keep on living, don't they? So the reality here is, for a lot of the news and a lot of the media is going to tell you that fireworks in Illinois are illegal, but they're actually wrong. The reason why you don't see a whole bunch of fireworks stands in Illinois is because in order to sell these types of fireworks, you have to have a pyrotechnics license. And that costs like 8 to 10 grand, and then you have to get approved by the county that you're in, that you're going to sell them, and then you have to get approved by the city that you're going to sell it and where you're going to sell it, if that city allows you to sell it. So that's the main problem. And so it costs like, literally a lot of the times it can cost you a lot of money to run your own fireworks stand, and that's why nobody in Illinois wants to do fireworks stands. So that's actually the truth. I actually know some people that do fireworks stands. Some of them do them illegally, some of them do them legally, but there are places in Illinois where you can go out of bounds and actually go where they sell these types of fireworks. So let's go here. So as you can see, this is the website, Illinois Office of the Illinois State Fire Marshal, and up here up top it says illinois.gov. Okay, so everybody needs to be aware that the media, even the news networks in Chicago, news networks in St. Louis, they're going to say that they're illegal, but they're not. So here you go down to approved and prohibited fireworks, and then it's going to load, and here is the official statement as of, it's been reviewed without revisioning, 12/16 of 24 people, so that means it's been updated. Okay, so that means it's been updated. And so basically the consumer fireworks, there are some banned fireworks, and it's basically designed to don't blow your damn hands off, people. So unregulated novelty effects, the Pyrotechnic Use Act, so it excludes these. So these can be sold at stores, basically. So that's what this is. So it says snake and glowworms, smoke devices, trick noises, sparklers, toys, stuff like that. And so these are the ones that you're going to see at your grocery store, at Walmart, because you don't have to have a pyrotechnic license to sell these. And it says that must contain less than 20 hundredths of grains, 13 milligrams. So a small amount of basically gunpowder, yeah. And so the problem here is that's why if it's under that amount, you can sell it without having a pyrotechnics license, people. So wake up. So approved consumer fireworks. So what most people do not know, and so in addition to complying with this definition, the office, blah, 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 meet the following requirements to be approved by this office. So these are approved consumer, and so when you go across state lines to buy your fireworks, it says the consumer fireworks must be labeled 1.4 grams. Okay, so the 1.4 is what we're looking at, people. You know, and then so the classification of these fireworks are actually legal, and you basically have to have a license, and it costs a lot of money. And basically, no handheld consumer type fireworks in Illinois because shall be approved. The reason being is basically they're saying bottle rockets, and I'm going to get down here and show you. This is a very small section and very easy to read, so I'm just going over this. This is very important. Stick with me. So these are approved consumer fireworks. So you can go and buy these fireworks and use them. Most counties, almost all counties in Illinois, if you go look it up, the county actually says you can shoot off fireworks 2 days before and 2 days after the 4th of July. You can also shoot off fireworks 2 days before and after New Year's. So they allow 2 times a year basically to do fireworks, which is completely legal. But here's what I'm going over. You can have 500 gram total and must not contain more than 500 gram right here. So there's 75 gram, 50 gram, 500 gram. You can have up to so the 500 gram cakes are legal. So if you see right here, approved fireworks, section 1, including showers of sparks, fountains, repeaters, also known as cakes. So those cakes that you buy, okay, the cakes are legal. So I just wanted to bring this to everybody's attention. A lot of the news outlets play this down like it's like not a thing. But the truth is fireworks are legal in Illinois. We only have some restrictions. There are just certain restrictions here. So it also says right here that mines, comet, tubes, shells, florals, parachutes, these items are designed to produce low-level aerial effects, blah, 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 no more than 200 grams of liftoff charge. So whenever you go and buy these, this is basically what's approved across the United States, just so you know. When you go anywhere in the United States, this is the same shit that you see at all locations in the United States. On almost every state, they have the same thing. So you notice when you go to another state to buy those supposed illegal fireworks, well, you'll notice they have those 500 gram cakes, 50 gram cakes, 75 gram cakes, and people are buying them and taking them across state lines. Like I said, the reason why you don't see stands, and the truth is not out there because nobody's talking about it, but the truth is it costs a hell of a lot of money to have a stand, and nobody, usually over in like Missouri and other states and Indiana, you don't have to pay a ton of money to sell these fireworks. So it does cost thousands and thousands of dollars. So if you were to sell fireworks, is it worth your money to lose money? No, it's not. Unless if you were filthy rich and have Ferraris, only you would be that crazy enough to open up a stand. So here is what's prohibited. And so what they're trying to say is what's illegal is what can blow your damn hands off, because this is what they're having problems with. So right here, handheld fireworks, they have a problem with this. Okay, this whole section right here is at the bottom and it says prohibited. So they basically told you at the beginning fireworks are illegal, but in the section there's another section that I could show you that says in order to sell these fireworks you have to have a pyrotechnics license or have to be approved beforehand to sell it, and it's going to cost a boatload of money, and it does. I heard some people that I know, they were like 5-6 grand is like the cheapest they could get away with, but it's actually, if you go through all the proper channels, it'll run you upwards of $8,000 to $20,000 to run a freaking fireworks stand in Illinois if you're selling the legal ones. So anyways, handheld fireworks, bottle rockets, Everybody always used to shoot bottle rockets at each other. Don't you even tell me you didn't, because we did, and everybody still does it today. Skyrockets, basically anything that you want to hold in your damn hands, like Roman candles, because Roman candles, they can misfire and blow out the bottom or blow out the sides. And so I've actually seen one do that. I've only seen it a few times, but it was scary because if he was holding it, it would have took his damn hand off. Chasers, those are like, the word chaser. You know what I'm going to say. But anyways, if you know what I'm saying, chaser. Anyways, so buzz bombs, I'm not too sure. Those might be those liftoff ones. Ground items other than those identified as approved. So helicopters, missiles, pinwheels. I used to buy pinwheels and put them on the table and light them where everybody was, and they'd all run. Planes, I never actually got a plane, but there's supposedly, you put them on the ground or throw them in the air and it takes off sometimes. Sky lanterns. Now, here's a big one that we need to talk about. Sky lanterns, okay? The reason, basically Chinese lanterns. Sky lanterns and Chinese lanterns are prohibited in almost all states, just so you know. Basically all states. And it's the FCC regulation. But they're still there. They're everywhere in the United States. Everybody. Yeah, you can order them on Amazon, dude. Okay? So, and I'm not, going to put sources out there because I don't want them to be taken away. But you can buy them anywhere and even on Amazon. Usually big fireworks stands that are selling the 500-gram cakes should have a sky lantern or Chinese lantern, as we call it. Now, when you see these go up in the sky, a lot of people like to light these off for like weddings and special occasions, like an anniversary. But the reason why they're illegal in almost all 50 or whatever states there are in the United States now is because of FCC or, basically the airplane people, some of them can reach a height of like 10,000 feet. If you have enough propellant on there, we used to take the sky lanterns and tie them all together with like more string. It made it a little more heavier, but we still got it to lift off, so we would put more wax blocks or the fuel blocks on the bottom, and it would go way up there. So sky lanterns are what people think are UFOs. So there's a lot of woke generation, a lot of people that do not know that sky lanterns or Chinese lanterns are exactly that, the UFOs that you're seeing. You'll see this a lot where people will be like, look at that, and then firecrackers because you can blow your damn hands off. It's true. There's a lot of times I've almost blown my damn hands off with firecrackers. And yeah, it's fun for kids to have because that's who's playing with firecrackers. Older adults, they're not messing with firecrackers. They're shooting off these 500-gram cakes, man. Okay? So it says approved right here, people. Okay? And I don't want to hear no crap from any of you people out there, news networks and all that. The 500-gram cakes are legal. Okay? They're legal. And all the tubes, shells, fancy fireworks, all that shit, your rockets aren't legal, but your mortars basically are legal. All that kind of stuff, it's actually legal. Mainly, the main things that are legal are the cakes. So if you go buy a cake, the reason why they're saying it's legal is because the way they're designed to not blow up, the actual thickness of the tube that it's shooting out of in those cakes doesn't usually blow out the side, though it's too thick. It's designed to blow upward. So you'll notice a lot of cakes have wood at the bottom or even concrete, believe it or not. I've seen some stuff. And they'll use mud, and it's actually like clay at the bottom. So it's designed to propel upwards and not outwards or sideways. So they're designed to create an aerial effect, and those are legal. So, when it comes time to 4th of July in your state of Illinois, and you got those news networks that keep telling you that they're illegal, well, they're actually not. Illinois only has restrictions on a few things, and here they are right there. Okay? So keep that in mind, everybody. I just wanted to drop this dime on you. You have like 5 billion misled people out there, and I'm not lying. Everybody's misled. You got fucking women and old people believing this, that they're all illegal. They're not all illegal. The reason why you go to the gas station or the Walmart and you see, these sparklers or smoke bombs or whatever is because of this right here. They're unregulated and can be sold basically. If you look it up, you'll find out that you don't have to have a license to sell them. And that's the reason. You don't have to pay somebody a whole bunch of money. You can just sell them. And that's how they're legal. Okay? So, if it makes you feel better, stop buying your overpriced sparklers from Snooks or Walmart or whatever the shopping centers are, or even gas stations that have those marked up to. I've seen a thing of smoke bombs, and they were like $8, and it was only the size of my hand. So what the hell is going on here? $8 for some smoke bombs? Fuck, I seen even worse than that. A pack of sparklers, $20. Some of them even higher than that. Well, if you go over there, they're like 90 cents. You get 20 of them for 10 cents or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, when it comes to fireworks, just ask Greg, because he's going to tell your ass. You guys are dumber than shit. That's right. Dumber than shit. If you stuck around for this video, you know now that people in Illinois might be dumber than shit, and they just don't know. So, that's going to conclude our story of today. I just wanted to let everybody know fireworks are legal. And, media, quit putting out fake news. You don't even know what the hell's legal. Why don't you go pay the frickin' fine or the whatever the government wants for you to sell crap? Huh? You go pay that. Tell me you want to pay. You could go buy a damn car with that kind of money. Anyways, talk to you on the next one. Keep it real. Keep it fly. See you on the next one.
Click on Zombie Apocalypse.